Hello and welcome to the RPGeeks, where we do Dungeons and Dragons and science set in the sci-fi world of Braxigantu.
We only get to do that one more time.
Stop! I'm gonna cry.
All right, set for the penultimate
We can't
time
do that the whole time.
Braxigantu. Yeah. So the four of us are all professional. #professional science communicators. That's what we do. We also really like to play Dungeons and Dragons and talk about some of the science that comes up in the sci-fi themed game that we got going on. But there is no time for science now. No, today there is. What is happening?
The other two left the frame, so I sort of thought I'd leave it as well.
There is only time for D&D. None of this scientific nonsense. There's a lot that keeps happening that I keep thinking like, we're gonna have to talk about the science of this. Wrap up next year. Send in your questions for everything left unresolved, and we'll do a stream next year of like unresolved threads. Right, here we go. But first, we're going to introduce ourselves and we're going to introduce our characters, and then we're going to dive terrifyingly into a very, very bad situation that we are somehow supposed to resolve in the next 2 episodes. I shall go first. My name is Sharmini. Hi. I use most she, her pronouns, as does Tenebris. Tenebris is a drow, aberrant mind sorcerer. And in our sci-fi version, she comes from a planet of darkness and mushrooms and hangs out with a colony of microorganisms who give her psychic powers. And she's currently being totally gearsed by Cybervarky, so that's probably great. We're like, yeah, that's great. Nothing can be bad with that.
She got the gayest.
Emily Bates.
Hello, I'm Emily Bates. I use she, her pronouns. I don't know why I did that voice. The reason I did that voice is a while ago, me and Sharmini were at a convention and I did a character with that voice. And ever since then, I just keep occasionally going, hello. I talk like this now. And anyway, Infinity doesn't talk like that, which is my character. She uses she, they pronouns. She is a terraforming droid. I love her. In D&D terms, she's technically a wood elf druid, but we don't need to worry about D&D terms. She's a robot, and I love her. Simon.
Hello, that's me. I'm Simon. I use he, him pronouns. I make science videos, and I play a character called Uriel, who is, is under new management, is a new property. Their consciousness is now in a new body, which is a lot more metallic than the previous one. And they use, used he, they pronouns. Don't know how that's going to change with the new body, to be fair.
Interesting.
Yes, and they are, in D&D terms, a dwarf monk. They're a cybernetically enhanced human, very cybernetically enhanced now, and that there's not much human left. They're straight up not having a great couple of days. How long has this been having over?
It's been a rough super happy now. You're a robot. That's what you wanted. I did it for you. Anyway,
you brought me back from the dead.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that because I was mercilessly cut down at the hands of a Samurai, which was controlled by our Fate Weaver, Ali Jennings.
I don't know why I keep getting the shtick for this. Like, I was there. But I
was there. I was playing a character who killed you, who you went down, and then I stabbed you twice more. And I don't know why I'm getting the blame. Why would I?
I was down in a room with multiple combatants, and that character was just like stab.
Stabby.
You were so juicy.
This is why, Ali. This is why we give you the
loud in ears. I apologise, everyone listening with headphones, including myself.
I apologise myself. Ali, you missed.
I guess I introduced myself after your apology.
Yeah.
My name's Ali. I am the Fate Weaver, and so, where were we? our heroes were searching the city of Gunka on the planet Braxigantu for the cult of fallen angels and for those responsible for the crashing of Uriel's home, the orbital shipyard of Martin's Bane.
Martin's Bane.
Right now,
I expect you to die.
our party right now is sundered. So Infinity has just brought Uriel back to life amid the wreckage of Martin's Bane, salvaging his soul from banishment in the Shadowfell, where Uriel had met a robot much like Infinity herself. Meanwhile, Tenebris is alone.
Nice.
Infinity left her after their confrontation with the lady, Saib Vavagi. And Tenebris has been trying to find Infinity. What is going on?
Nothing. No, it's just a little treat for people watching video and not on podcast. But me and Simon are just showing things in our room to them. Here we go. Here are my new dice.
Get white balance, you fuck!
I was trying to white balance my camera and it wasn't working, and then Simon just started showing random objects, so I joined in. I've got matches.
Well, while Infinity and Uriel play trying to white balance each other's mechanical eyes, Tenebris is alone. Infinity, you left her after your confrontation with the lady, Saib Vavagi. Tenebris has been trying to find Infinity, but in vain. So, Tenebris, you took a room at the first inn that you came
No, I
across.
didn't, remember? Volvo
didn't?
has beds.
Of course, you tried to take a room at the first inn and you drew up...
freaking day. Love it,
I completely forgot. You drew up alongside the first scuzzy room, the sultry cyborg, and instead of going in, Volvo said, "You don't want to stay in there. Come, let me show you something." And whoop, out came this lovely car-themed bed.
Volvo's my friend now. I have Volvo. It's fine. I'm not
I'll
alone.
always be your friend, milady. Always. And you're sleeping, regrouping, and in the back of your mind are your orders from Saib. You must find the stitched man and use your friends if necessary. So, we come to the inside of Martin's Bane. A vast open space, kilometers wide, a huge cylindrical structure ploughed into the earth of Braxigantu and Gunka. Hanging from the top of the ceiling, a tiny eyrie in which Infinity, you cradle the head of Uriel in your arms. I assume, as both of you look out through the gaping hole into the city of Gunka, what would you like to do?
Are you okay?
I feel...
No.
Sorry.
Simon!
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
It's a little shit.
The robot voice, I'm sorry. Right, okay, I'm in cradled. I think I'm alive. Again?
Right. Yes, you should be. You have a reactor now. I put it where your barcode used to be. I hope you don't mind.
I don't believe I mind. So sit up. This sensation is different.
Uriel?
I can't sense my biological parts.
Well, they're gone. I had to replace them to save you.
I
I thought you'd want it. I thought you'd like it.
I don't feel anything.
What?
It's all metal.
Uriel. You must feel something. Uriel, please.
There's no... It's... lost.
Uriel, how do you feel?
I don't think I feel.
Right. Okay, I thought maybe you still would. I thought you would just, it would be your mind and your feelings. I'm sorry.
I think I feel different from how I did before. I think when I was in that other place, I saw people lose part of themselves.
What?
I think part of me must have been lost.
Uriel, what part?
Things are different now that are not biological. I'm not sure what it means yet.
You feel like I used to.
Where is Tenebris?
I don't know. She left you, Uriel.
In the party?
Yes. You went down, and we called Saib, and then Saib wouldn't help you, and I tried to save you, and I tried to stop Jai, and they wouldn't help me. So I took you and I left.
Well, you were partially successful. I am alive again.
Uriel. I don't understand.
This isn't important. When I was in the other place, I saw things that I think we need to know about.
We need to get you back. I saved you. You should be fine now.
I am operational. This isn't important. When I was in the other place, it was all black and white, and there were people there who were all kind of drifting away, but there was one person who wasn't drifting away, and they were kind of not in charge, but they were in a building by themselves, and they had a quest they were trying to fulfill. They were building bodies.
Uriel, what did I do wrong? Why? I got something wrong.
It's not important. The person who was building the bodies and who was talking to me and was very interested in... Oh, actually, where's the artifact gone? Is that still like gaffer taped to my back?
Oh, yeah.
What did you do with it?
I would have just put it to the side, probably. Like with his clothes, right?
Oh, okay. So yeah, it'd be like...
And along with all the pieces of his body.
Yeah.
Let's assume I burnt them somehow.
No, I like the fact that they'd just be there on the side. The person who was building bodies, they were very interested in, next to my arm, that...
The artifact.
This. It's a Rosetta Stone or something like that. It's got Celestial on one side and the language of the Titans on the other.
Primordial.
Primordial. And the person wanted to connect the gods with the Titans with this thing. There was something to do with a big space octopus. I'll be honest, I didn't understand really what was going on.
Does that ring any bells to infinity?
Make a history check.
Come on, Rem.
Which bit exactly are you looking at?
I don't know, space octopus. That feels like a thing she might, if she knew about it, might ring a bell. Maybe. Come on, please. Natural 20. I'm not joking. Plus 4. Ba-bam.
I was quite literally running through in my mind like what would happen in the scenario of a nat 20. I was like, listen, she can't get anything for this unless maybe she rolls a nat 20, and then I suppose. But that was where it cut off. So we're in the now.
We're in the now.
Infinity, you sat there high up in this great hollow cylinder, reach back through your data banks, you reach back through everything you've seen in the network, and you see nothing. No mention of the Titans, no mention of a space octopus. But before you end your search, you do sense a moment of familiarity with the term, which is very strange because you don't know anything about it. But you sense that although you don't know, there is something inside you that does know.
And I haven't mentioned, but the person who was doing all this and was interested in the Rosetta Stone, it was an Infinite Sky 6000. Serial number 86919727 PMGB1530ML.
That's mine. Well, you got it slightly wrong, but that's MM, right, Ali? Just to...
It's MM, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I had what you sent me was he said ML, not MM. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. I sent ML, not MM, because you were like, "What's your serial number?" And I think that's what you mimed. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Very good. I liked it.
Would I know?
Would you know that serial number?
It's so close to mine. It's one letter off.
This isn't history, right? You can't check it because your memory is gone, right?
I have my memory
But-
from before.
Yes, that's true. You do have your memories leading up to. Yes, you do. Okay. Yes, you do know that serial number. It's one of your flying.
One of the ones
Sisters.
who was going to Braxigantu.
That's right.
Uriel, where were they?
They were in the after when I died.
Wait. But do you think they're alive? Can
Well,
I find them?
They said that they had never let anything so banal as death happen to them. So I guess that means they're alive.
You have to find them.
I'm not dying again to go and talk to them. That was horrible.
I don't want you to. I'm really glad you're back.
This is better than being dead.
Thank you. I think you're not mad at me.
No. I don't know if I'm capable of being mad.
Right. I remember that being a thing. I know you don't want it right now. I know how you... I was going to say I know how you feel. I know how you don't feel. I think things will be better if I can bring your feelings back.
Perhaps. But it's not important right now.
Right.
What we need to do is try and work out what this Infinite Sky unit is trying to do.
Doesn't make any sense. I also, I need to sleep. and you can see like she's dimming, like she's clearly used all of her power reserves.
We're on like an eyrie, aren't we? So we're completely like isolated from anything else.
You are. You can see out through the great kind of cylindrical hole into the crash site around the Martin's Bane spaceship, but you are well out of the way of anybody.
Well, if you need to power down, then I can stand watch. I've just slept for a while. How long has passed since I died?
Well, only really about, hang on, let me work this out. So probably took me, about an hour to get from the party to the Eyrie Alley? A bit more? 2 hours?
I would say 2 hours.
Sure. 2 hours, slept for 4 hours, so 6. Then the spell was an hour. It's only
but you had to collect all this stuff as well.
Correct. So maybe about 8 to 9 hours, I think. Not that long.
Well, up here appears to be safe, apart from anything that flies. So maybe I should power down too. I feel like I could do with, realigning my circuits. I feel pretty unstable.
And you should be stronger now. That's how I built you.
Maybe if I recalibrated, I think I need a period of resetting.
Right, well, I really do need to power down, so... It will only take me 4 hours, so maybe for an hour or so you could watch, and then we can kind of swap.
I can do that.
Just before you both power down.
Anyway, good night. Bang, bang.
Just before you both do, you're looking out. So about 8 hours after you left, so the sundown was, you were going, rising up in the pleasure vessel for sunset. So now it is like very early morning, so it's dark outside. You can see the lights of the city. And as you begin to power down, for a second, you feel a tremor. And bits of metal and plaster and dust start being shaken from the ceiling. There's a rumble in the earth itself. A quake. Just a second. And then stillness once more. And then you two sleep. And we come to Tenebris. You wake in Volvo's calm, comforting, car-shaped bed. Good morning, my lady. I'm afraid I can't offer you much. A little bit of windscreen wiper fluid, if that might help.
I think I'm okay for fluid. Thank you, though. Yeah, okay. I need to. I got nothing. Okay. I'm gonna try. And I'm just gonna try and message Infinity one more time. And if not, if they don't want to talk to me, then we'll just go around everywhere they've ever been looking for them. That's a good plan, right, Volvo?
That sounds like a plan. Yes, milady.
Thank you, Volvo. Okay.
So I think if you are going to message Infinity,
I'm just going. Yeah.
Then what we'll do is we'll say that the times that it's taken you to sleep and do your searching will coincide with the time that it takes for Infinity to have her long rest and wake up. So,
thank you for that.
That would be convenient, yes.
What happens with sending if the person's asleep?
You get their answer phone.
Whoa! I'm sorry, Infinite Sky can't come to the phone right now.
I'll be woken up in 3 hours.
Yeah, probably.
My cat consistently wakes me up at 7 a.m.
So, what we will do is we're going to come back for a second to Infinity. Because before you wake, there's something you need to see.
I love my dreams. What a great time.
Boy.
Love it going to sleep.
Oh, gosh.
What a fun day.
So, Infinity. You come to consciousness in your dream. But unlike the dreams that you've had before, so recently, such vivid inhabiting of the planet's surface and indeed parts of the planet's core and crust itself, you are awoken in a memory. You're awoken at the moment you arrive above Braxigantu, a beautiful virgin orb hanging in the blackness of space. You are excited. The culmination of a plan thousands of years in the making. At last, you've arrived. You look to your left. You see lined up alongside the rest of you, the parts of you that made it in the crossing, these terraforming tin cans. For a second, you feel a bolt of sadness. All those memories lost, all those parts of your lives you'll never get back. But that's in the past. The future lies before you. Now, you must reach the meridians to set your plan in motion. What would you like to do?
I don't know. Can't it find me? I'll head to the meridian. I'll head to whichever one I was assigned.
Well, who would assign you? You or you? Whichever one you chose.
Oh, sure. I'll go straight North Pole. Let's do it. Straight to the top.
Exactly. Straight over the top of a vast mountain range beneath you. Scudding peaks and brutal ice-filled chasms.
Are you going for the geometric or magnetic North Pole?
Geometric.
The correct answer.
You move effortlessly and silently through the blackness, just feeling the very first touches of the molecules of the atmosphere just stroking your underside. You align. A quick check, and you feel the rest of you, the south, the north, and two of the sides around the equator. You hope that this will still work. Now, you know the next thing to do, don't you? You've got to make contact.
Yes, I do. Yes. I need to know. I know that, yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to do before you begin what has taken you so long?
Do it.
Is
Do it.
Can I do a scan and see whether there's any life on the planet already?
Roll me a nature check.
19.
What is your proficiency modifier? Because it is now plus 12.
Oh, it was plus 8, so add another 4, so 23. Probes flicker out from the side of you. All the modifications that you made on your long journey, you start to be able to use to your advantage, and you reach out looking for signs of organic chemicals, signs of footprints, patterning. You look for vegetation, reflections of different kinds of chlorophylls. This planet is brimming with life. It is so rich and verdant, and it excites you. You guessed it would be like this, but you could never have known just how
lush it all is.
Excellent. I'll begin.
Of course. You begin to dive. Dropping in towards the center of the poles. As you do, you first start to hit the first strands of the connective web that you can feel that runs across the planet's entire surface. You reach out to connect. The antennae on you become alive, and then suddenly a wave of energy ripples out from the core of the planet. It rides up your simplex cords towards your databanks, and you just have a moment to cry out in sheer rage before everything goes black. And you wake as infinity.
What's happening? Is Uriel asleep?
Tenebris.
Oh god, okay.
God!
Yeah. Uriel is asleep.
Oh god. Okay. Shall I do ascending?
If you want, yeah.
Okay. Okay, do ascending. Okay. Hi, Infinity. Just talk to me. Tell me where you are. This is really important. We have to keep going. Please? Just let me find you.
Tenebris. Uriel's alive. I had a bad dream. I'm in Martin's Bane. I need to speak to you. Don't bring the lady.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, Volvo. You'll never guess. You can like alive and Infinity had a dream, but she's talking to me. We have to go to Martin's Bane. Okay. The lady's not gonna come to Martin's Bane. I'm gonna tell her where we are. I think, okay, Volvo, we go to Martin's Bane now, please.
Excellent. Shall I inform the lady?
Yeah, you can do that. Just tell her where we're going.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, thanks. But tell them not to come. Not that she would. Why would she? Okay, never mind.
Of course, very well. Of course, it doesn't sound like that in reality. And you move through the streets and the buildings of Martin's Bane, moving towards the crash site. The buildings of Gunka, moving towards the crash site of Martin's Bane. Around you, there is activity in the air. Looking around you, you can see the wings of those creatures that you saw before. You hear sirens everywhere. There are all sorts of activity going on.
Is there more than one giant bird happening right now?
You see flickers of them as you move through the mist, and as you break out of the mist towards the crash site, you look and you see that the air is filled with tiny black shapes being chased by other black shapes. There seems to be, it's like a swarm of them, almost like bees, and out onto the plains you see this kind of black murmuration of something over the city of Gunka. As you dive down towards the crash site of Martin's Bane, you see next to you one of the buildings start to shake and then slowly stop as bits of masonry and pipework fall off it. Something is happening in the city of Gunka as you fly towards the crash site. Now, there don't seem to be anybody guarding it now. Everybody is taken off trying to deal with whatever's happening. And you fly straight into this huge tube and you hang, Volvo, in the middle of this great open expanse.
It's pretty cool, huh, Volvo?
It was indeed, my lady. Will we be seeing a lovely Infinity and Master Uriel soon?
Yeah, because Uriel's alive now, and like this is where they used to live. So, I will look for. Can we just go around and I'll look for light?
A light. Yes, of course we can search for a light. Have you? This wasn't part of the message, so okay.
I didn't say that. I'll be looking though.
I'm just looking for a light. Like, it's not unreasonable to assume that light might be involved.
Infinity is covered in screens, you know?
Exactly.
Can Infinity twist her head 360 degrees like an owl?
No.
Okay.
Roll a perception check. And do you want to roll a perception check as well, Infinity?
Yeah.
If you're
I just want to believe that there's like a radar dish on the back of your head and you're just spinning. You're stood at the top and
That's
spinning
horrible.
around.
No, that's
Like-
horrible. That is a
21.
synthetic 20.
Oh, well, with the 21, you still don't see them because this is a massive space and they're tiny.
No.
So you kind of get the sense that they're not in the obvious places. But with a 20, you definitely see a flying car come straight into the middle and head on the roof.
We are not sorry.
Tenebris! I will druid craft. What can I do? Can I make a?
What can you do?
What can I do? I can
you
make
can do
things. I can make
something.
things. I can cast lights, basically. So I'll just like
Good, yeah.
I'll make
Goodness.
lights appear outside the area. Like,
Bioluminescent friends.
yeah, bioluminescent friends all over the place. And
Delightful. You're covered in plankton, these little sort of shrimps, all bioluminescing. It's delightful. And Volvo, milady, I believe, up on the roof.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm looking
Of
up
course, it
there.
doesn't sound like that. And then you reach the roof, and you are all united with Volvo at your disposal.
Infinity forgets she's mad for a little minute and hugs Tenebris.
Yes.
I thought you were going to hug Volvo.
Oh no, no!
Come here,
I'll give
Volvo.
Volvo a little tap and be like, "It's lovely to see you, Volvo. You're much closer to being a school bus now. I believe in you."
Volvo nuzzles into you a little bit. Just friendlily.
Cutie little Volvo. And yeah, I'll give Tenebris a hug and then sort of stop.
Tenebris then sees Uriel and realizes what that is, and that it's.
He's alive.
How did you? Did he find his way back, like the lady said?
I brought him back. I rebuilt him. Stronger. Better. No, sorry.
That you. Wow.
I think I made a mistake though, Tenebris.
No, they're going to love it, right? Like all of the shiny, like you.
I thought they would, but
Going to be so happy.
they can't. I don't think they can be now.
They don't think they can be what?
Well, I spoke to them and they didn't. They said they couldn't feel anything. Like I used to. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's alive. It's fine. I'll fix it. I'll find a way.
Maybe it's just.
but
a
also,
little
anyway,
bit ill and it's probably fine. Yeah,
I'm sorry I was mad at you. But I was very angry. Why did you pick her over Uriel? Over me?
I didn't. I don't understand why you wanted to. You wanted to kill.
He killed Uriel.
I thought you were about life, and all you wanted was just to kill. And you know, sometimes feelings that you have aren't always the right feelings to act on.
All I've seen in this world is people act on feelings and do terrible things.
But you're not like that, Infinity. I've done terrible things, but not you. You're good.
Am I? Sorry, the music was making me feel like
Yeah.
I should
Backing
turn
up my
really
point
evil right
here,
now.
yeah.
Sorry.
Report me here, backing facts.
I don't think I'm as good as you think I am, Tenebris.
Well, maybe you just have to learn.
Tenebris,
No. Yeah,
when I get angry,
You won't like me.
You won't like me when I'm angry. You don't like me when I'm angry. Anyway,
I don't. It's true. It's factual.
I would burn down this world for you and Uriel. And that's terrifying. But I would do it.
What if I ask nicely that you don't? Please, pretty please. Like, what if I ask real nice? Infinity.
At the time, I don't know if I'd listen. Anyway, it's fine. You're here now. It's fine. Let's just move on. Uriel told me something quite strange, and then I had a bad dream.
We have to. We have to sort out everything.
Right, that would be a really good idea. Uriel, has it been 8 hours? You should probably wake up soon.
Sounds like the fucking Undertaker.
Boom. Dead man.
The underlighting.
I am awake.
What's happened with your lighting, Simon?
I'm standing up now. I wanted to. This felt like an appropriately intense part of the campaign, so I used my standing desk.
Oh.
Slash, it does look a little bit menacing.
It does. Yeah.
Uriel?
Tenebris, you're here.
Are you happy to see her, Uriel?
Standard. He's not usually happy to see me, so.
Well, no, but sometimes. Yeah, I think he likes you more than he said.
I think maybe.
Yes.
I am gratified that the three of us are together. We're very effective as a three.
Gratified is better than earlier, so maybe it's working. Okay.
Hey, Uriel, do you like your new body? Like, look at you. You look so different.
I find it functional.
Oh. Yes, functional. That's what I designed it for. So
Broadly similar to before, but without biological components. So there are fewer vulnerabilities.
There's still some biological components inside you. There had to be. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been you. Your brain's still in there, is what I'm trying to say, really.
I'm really glad you're not dead. And there's a lot to talk about, but I think there is earthquakes, and I worry that it might have something to do with the plan, the Stitched Man's plan, and I think we need to find him and, probably also stop the plan. I found out some more about the plan. I think
Tenebris, Uriel has seen some things too, and I had a dream. I feel like all three of us have a lot of information that we should probably impart to each other.
We impart it in a montage?
It all feels like it's coming together.
Cue the montage music, Ali!
I have
PowerPoint presentations. Talk through
music.
Here it comes.
Right, here we go.
Yes, come on. Montage time.
But also, can we actually talk some of this out so we can actually talk it out a little bit?
As well.
I'm going to save the music. I'm going to save the music.
Okay.
All right, let's have some calm.
Is your dream really important right now, Infinity?
No, you all go first, and then I'll chime in. At the end, I feel like it might be, but I don't know what you're going to say yet. So you go first.
Okay, right. Okay, so listen, I don't know who the Stitched Man is, or where they live, or where they're going, but I know something about what they're going to do. Okay, because you know that that Daedalus Grain was making something for them, as well as the shards to get into that god's head, roughly, and some kind of a drill. They were also making like a throne, and apparently if you sit in that throne, it will amplify something, maybe some sort of like mental something from your brain. It's an amplifier, and if you plug it into a really big power source, like from a ship or something, then and you sit in it, you can like something will go out somewhere, and I don't know where, but I think if we find the power source, then we can catch the Stitched Man. And I think they want to. Okay, I saw a robot like you, Infinity. I don't know if it was you, but it was just like you, and it was in the chair. So maybe they want to put the robot in the chair.
Right.
And maybe Uriel's god is involved because...
Wait, but if they'd already put the robot in the chair, maybe they tried a robot in the chair and it didn't work.
I don't know what chair that was. That wasn't the current chair.
Oh, a different chair. Okay.
Well, it wasn't the current design, because the current design is the one that Daedalus was working on, and she finished it, and she's great, and she finished it, and then they took it, and then they burned her lab down. But
so wait, you saw an Infinite Sky 6000?
Yeah, but that was in Daedalus's memories, was it?
I also saw an Infinite Sky 6000.
Was it Infinity?
No, it was a very similar serial number to Infinity, but was significantly degraded.
It was one of the people I left the factory with to come here.
Based on how the Infinite Sky that I met talked, I believe that perhaps that Infinite Sky is the person that we're looking for. They're the person who is behind all of this.
I thought the Stitched Man was behind all of it.
What did they say? They wouldn't do that.
They said they wanted to become what the gods could have been.
What does that mean?
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
My dream. I thought it was me, but it can't have been. It was when I arrived at the planet, or whoever arrived at this planet, and they were talking about a plan, and they were excited. And I never felt that until I met you two, that I know of. And then they went down to begin terraforming, and that's all I remember. But they had a plan. They were going to... It was literally 5 minutes ago, and I can't remember everything you said, Ali. What did they say? I was so freaking out. I didn't make any notes.
They didn't specify what the...
They just... It was perfect. They thought the plan was thousands of years in the making, and the world was perfect for it. And there was life here.
There was life here when you arrived here to terraform it?
Well, in my initial report, there was the possibility of requirements for life being met, but I had no data on life on this planet before I got here. But they seemed to expect it, to know it was going to be there. Maybe I was the one you met, Uriel. Maybe I was tapping into their databanks. Earlier when you said about space octopus, that makes no sense. But
there's a space octopus?
Apparently there's a space octopus, but...
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't make any sense. It's not in any of my databanks, but
okay, Uriel,
there is something.
Tell us what...
There was an Infinite Sky that I met that identified themselves as a very my new body's having some problems. A very rebooting. It was a very similar serial number, only one character different. But they did say they were significantly older than Infinity was. They said they were 7,000 years old.
Oh.
Could that be possible,
okay.
Ali? Would I know?
If you were unconscious for 7,000 years.
No, but I've worked out how old I am. But would I know, were we all made at the same time? And therefore, that body wouldn't be that old, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the body wouldn't be that old.
They can't be that old. It not as an Infinite Sky. They must be something else. Maybe they corrupted us.
Why do you think that they are behind things?
Well, when I was in the place beyond, there was a tower that they were in, and they were full of... The tower was full of lots of information written on parchment and books and things. And there was a bunch of tanks with people inside, and some of the people that we've met that have been a bit unusual, like the broker was in there, and the sorcerer lady from the square one. Then we did the one that we escorted through the square.
In the cage?
But yeah,
she was on the other side. Does that mean she's dead?
Well,
the Vanos Seraphact.
Seraphact, that's the one.
So she's dead. So she's gone.
Well, I'm not quite sure what to interpret from what was in that place, because it wasn't really like real, this real is.
She could control people, which is what they were trying to do. Right? No, I don't know that. We've got a mind. Do I know that? Do I know they were trying to control people like zombies? And
The zombies.
You have put that
They
together.
did control
together.
people like zombies.
Yeah, we said
no, but we
something
forgot
about
everything,
zombies.
didn't we? So,
I think, yeah.
So, but if she was controlling people, it's like what the Stitch Man was doing.
Does the Stitch Man control people?
Yes, we know that, right?
Do we?
We're referring to the Stitch Man as the person who was in Martin's Bane, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Would you
There is-
remember that?
You
Oh,
You-
right.
That's the same person?
Oh, God, sorry. Yeah.
Is it?
Surely. Oh, no. Wait, Emily, Simon, and Charmony need to talk about this.
Oh, crap. Wait, are you guys saying that when we saw someone with a patchwork face,
That was the
first time
Stitch
we saw
Man.
them was on Minerva?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I've forgotten that that's the same person.
It must be. Ali's not
Well-
doing anything with his face right now to tell me either way. So
There was a person. It doesn't necessarily mean they're the same person. They could be being possessed.
Did we
by
see
the
their
same
face
intelligence.
when they were?
Oh, and we
when
did
they were
kill
in
them, and they
Martin's
kind of
face?
collapsed, and then they were just sort of gone.
They
weren't
didn't seem to care about
I
their
remember them
biological
having a
form.
patchwork face.
They definitely did. They definitely did.
Okay.
I'm looking for my notes, but they've all been mind wiped. There's nothing here.
We just
It's
all coloured
Tipex
in our pages.
and redacted. Something about the Holy Inquisition.
Simon,
What
you're
does this
very
mean?
loud, very loud. Maybe turn down your mic a bit.
I think it's fine. You redacted your own notes from yourself.
We said, don't trust anyone, not even yourself.
Surgical scars up their arms, neck, and face is what I put.
They were constructed, yeah.
Grey
Yeah, but
hanging
they were
skin,
definitely made.
bald.
Yeah.
I can't.
Either way, it feels connected, but we don't know about it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We don't know that.
There was a map of Gunka as well in the tower, and they were talking about plans that they've been drawing, and the thing that was key to all of it was the artifact that we've been carrying.
Wait, what's that got to do with it now?
Well, they said that was the key that I brought it to them, and all this kind of stuff. So I think that the wall of light that we took it from might have had something to do with all of this. Like it was a previous failed attempt at
So that
whatever
means
this is.
the earthquakes and it's all connected.
The earthquakes were happening before the wall went boom.
Right,
and
but
now
then it
the
was a very
earthquakes are
big
happening again
earthquake when the
here,
wall went boom.
And now the earthquakes are building up again.
And I've been
But here-
having
And in Lansdowne-Port. First in Lansdowne-Port. And then
loads of dreams about the planet, and I didn't recognize any of it, but maybe they're not my memories. Maybe they're one of the others.
one of the other infinite skies who you came with.
Right, and it sounds like one of them was corrupted.
One of them is this one.
We should give
Okay.
it a different name. Uriel, did they happen to call themselves anything else that we could use as a sort of easy nomenclature to differentiate them from me?
They did. Well, they didn't identify themselves as such, but someone else in the kind of beyond place called them Funny Kai.
Perfect. Let's call them that from now on. And who called them that? Do they have other people working for them?
No, there was like a little girl who was there. They looked different. They had like glowing eyes, and they weren't kind of fading away like all the other people. It was
That
a
sounds
little,
important.
Little girl called Minnie.
Minnie, that's a nice name.
Very pleasant girl.
Right.
Okay, so
I think for just for the sake of clarity, over the course of the last few days, you've probably had enough message conversations with Sir Harkwill to be able to piece together roughly what happened that time. So don't get kind
Don't
of
be too limited
hung
on
up
the
about
mind,
what
Okay.
you can and can't remember.
Right.
Okay.
in which case,
So would we remember glowing Minerva eyes? Yeah.
It's not the kind of detail necessarily that someone would send, to be fair. Right?
Ali,
let's not get into
Ali,
it.
if you want the story
If
to
you-
progress, did they tell us?
I mean, I think you could. Well, you know, Uriel might already know. In fact, right?
I thought
Having
Uriel did
worked
know.
on.
I thought Uriel did too, but he's not being
No,
very
he's
Well, no, I don't think-
forthcoming
not
with the
being very
information.
forthcoming
I
with
don't
any
think
of the
Uriel would have,
information. Is he?
Uriel wouldn't have
Let's do that.
seen them activated, is the thing. Like, that was...
You would have, right? As in, like, because the building of such a entity, you don't just sort of switch it on like a Hoover for the first time. Like, it is sort of it has life as it is being constructed.
Okay, yeah, sure then. I'm just let me look for my notes or something.
Emily put it together, so if Infinite Sky gets to hear about it, she gets to too. So
sure, yeah. What was the last thing you said in universe?
Sounds like a nice name. I think was the.
Oh yeah. Yes. She was sort of a guide to me. Seemed to know more than anyone else who was there, apart from Funny Guy. Felt like a. Yeah, she was different. She was holding a bunch of bone fragments and things, and then I was like holding her hand as we walked through. She was sort of like a companion for a bit.
Sounds lovely. What did you say she looked like?
Well, she was a little girl who had glowing green eyes and like a kind of a green dress.
And you said she was called Minnie.
Oh, did she have wings? I didn't even have that in my notes.
I didn't remember the wings.
She did.
Oh.
Ah, right, yeah, that would have.
Wait,
Oh man.
Uriel.
Little,
Do you think
they were
she
little
was-
strap-on, like.
Oh, well, like
toy-
Smithy's wings.
Yeah.
Wings. Oh my
Adorable.
god, she did. I do remember that.
And she had little
Oh my God,
wings,
well done.
like fake wings.
Minnie. Like
Mini, yes.
Uriel, like Minerva.
That is an abbreviation of Minerva, yes.
Uriel, did you speak to your god? Was your god
suppose-
wearing fake costume wings?
God's
I
like cosplay too.
True.
I suppose that's a possibility. After all, Minerva was killed, and I went to the place where things that are killed go. She looked very different. Like a child.
Well, we're in Martinsbane.
Hey, does Martin's Bane or Minerva have like a power source, like enough to pilot a ship?
Right.
Well, Minerva was a giant ship, so yes, huge power source.
Oh no.
Well, we should go there in case they come and try and, plug in.
You don't think that's what they were trying to do? I know we don't remember it, but, we've been told enough
Oh.
about what happened.
Wait, is the power source in her head? What's in her head? Because they were drilling her head, that Quill said.
I don't think we've spoken about the anatomy, Ali, to be fair.
We did.
We know that, though. We've definitely had that conversation.
We did speak about what the kinds of things in her head which
Yeah, 'cause
you
we were
might have
like-
drilled for.
Why are they drilling into her head? What's in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was her consciousness that was in her head rather than the power source.
I can tell you I can tell you that conversation which you had. If that would help.
Please.
Or what Sahar Quill can relay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the Heartquest said to you, I'm just going to take out all the profanities which she's put in there because she's still
We
putting
did
the.
not kill
Oh,
her.
no, I want her version.
You killed me, fucking god.
That's like. So,
Fucking
from
love
what I can put together, what she said to you in some sort of dream-like state is that her purpose is to, or would have been, to act as the great strategist, And the way to do that would have been to take possession of the minds of her warriors, correct? Or perhaps, if it wasn't, then, a load of minds. It could have been one big mind. But I'm just repeating what you told to me, and you weren't in a great state at the time. So fuck off. Oh, that one profanity.
Fuck off.
Prep through there, but
Wait, shit, so
Oh, no.
the thing that is in the head is part of the psychic amplification. It's not the power source, it's what they needed to build the chair. Is what I'm thinking, and also what Tenebris is thinking.
Oh.
It's a psychic amplifier. It allows you to control people's minds. That's kind of
Right.
what the chair does?
Right. So maybe we don't need the power of Minerva.
You
They're
still
trying
need
to
the power
take
of
what
source.
she did, or her powers, not necessarily her power source, and control everyone.
Controlling people?
Again,
Like
I'm
they
assuming that
control-
we've pieced all this together again from Sahakriel. But
Yeah,
yeah.
we've just...
No. As in, with the data drill, the drill was extracting data and transmitting it at short range.
To
So
Daedalus.
they've taken information out of her and they've got it somewhere else
It was really short range, though, wasn't it? It was
within
closer
Gunka.
than Daedalus.
No, but it was within Gunka, not...
Oh, was it? Okay.
Ali, clarification?
It was within Gunka.
Yeah, so it could have gone to Daedalus.
Yeah, she didn't mention data. She was just making the thing.
I think we can safely assume, though, that they've got what they needed.
Maybe it was
From
how to design the chair was the information in Minerva's head.
But they
Right,
also
because they got the plans of how she does it and could put it into the chair.
Which is why they crashed Martin's Bane in the first place.
Exactly.
But they also needed the artifact. Something to do with the artifact was the key to making it work, they said.
Right.
They still-
Which is celestial and primordial.
Yeah.
I mean... You said it was MM was the serial number.
Yes.
It will take a lot of my data, my power. I can try and talk to them, find out where they are.
Well, they said that it was a Rosetta Stone, right? There was some kind of translation between the two languages, and they said that it was what they needed to open the gate.
Like the wall.
A gate.
Was the wall
Like-
a gate?
Like the wall, I guess. The wall was some kind of previous attempt.
We did get it from, the mines
From
in
them.
Vow.
Right. A gate to where? And is this the cult of the fallen angel? Who is a fallen angel?
I think-
Minerva or the infinite?
I think it could be either. Either Minerva is the fallen angel, and that
they
was
crashed her. That
Exactly.
was the plan. The cult
Or-
to bring the angel down.
the infinite sky
God.
that went wrong is the fallen angel.
Or that was never an infinite sky for a long time.
I think they've been corrupted.
There are other things out there, in the void.
Space octopus, apparently.
Like that, for example.
Right.
Yeah,
I never heard of
that
it, but
one.
apparently
No,
there's
what's-
something I don't know. It's very strange. I've never had the feeling. It's not in my data banks, but I feel like someone within my network probably does know. Actually, just 1 second. Hello, satellites, Infinite Sky 6000. Just wanted to have a little chat with you.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
How are you getting on?
Oh,
Everything?
really well. Have you been anywhere nice?
Yes, I've circled the globe many times.
Wow. Are you happy to see me?
I am not. No.
I'll get you one day. Anyway, hello. I just wondered, do you have access to the other Infinite Sky 6000s that are on the planet?
I'm sorry.
Well, it's not just me, is it?
Sorry,
I-
I think you're breaking up or
No,
something.
I'm
I
not.
can't-
Hello, excuse me. No, can you hear me?
It sounded like you were saying there's more versions of you on the planet?
Right, yes, we came in a group.
Oh, yes, you and your friends. I suppose you can call them that if you want, but
Did you
that's
put
not
that in
good
quotation marks
practice.
without even... I feel like you put friends in quotation marks.
I'm quite expressive.
For someone without emotions, you do sure express. Anyway, carry on.
So you're talking about your friends, who I assume you are calling Infinite Sky 6000s as
No.
a sort of... you're a gang? A gang now?
What type of robot?
A robot gang?
I'm a robot. You know what a robot is? You're a
You
satellite.
are a robot? Yes, you are a robot.
Yes, well, there's many I'm not the only one. I'm Infinite Sky 6000, serial number 869197226PMGB1530ML, and then there are other ones, like Infinite Sky 6000, serial number 869197226PMGB1530MM, and I would just like to know where they are.
I am so sorry, my dear. I just don't know what you're talking about.
I I suppose they don't speak your language because I've only been able to speak it for a little while. So you really can't do a scan or something and see if there's like other versions of me?
Other versions of you? Well, not really, my dear. I mean, you came to us.
Yes, I did. Wait, but was it not you that spoke to me?
Did I speak to... I speak to a...
When I was at the river, by the boat.
No, my dear. That was the forest. That was the spirit of the forest.
Of course it was. I do remember that.
In itself, I would flag as unusual for that to happen.
Sure. Sure. I don't really know what's usual or unusual, because really I've only been awake for a few weeks and a lot has happened.
Roughly 2 weeks.
3. I think we've said 3 now.
We did say 3. Yes, we did. It's a lot's happening.
If anyone would like to work out how many days it's been since we met, I would
How many
like to
times
know.
have we slept?
Yeah.
There's an indeterminate amount of time between finishing when you left the satellites, when you landed in Gunka.
Yeah.
There's some flex.
Yeah.
Yes, so... Yes, no, you are the only one, my dear, and a very special one. But not emotionally speaking, simply because there is only one of you.
Right. But also the emotion thing, right?
No.
Okay. Sure. Whatever you say. Okay, I'm
not saying that.
I've missed you. Anyway, I am going to go. You've not been as helpful as I wanted. Does that make you sad?
It doesn't. It simply serves to inform.
You have not fulfilled your purpose today. How about that? How does that feel?
I must do better, but I feel nothing.
Great. Okay, well, I'm sorry, that was quite mean of me. I apologise because
I feel
like
nothing.
you. I think you are a nice satellite.
That means nothing to me.
I like the fact you look like a jellyfish. It's great design. I'll do it back. See? Woo.
It's like a high five.
A high five. Woo. With jellyfish noises. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go now. Goodbye. I love you.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You can find this robot.
Okay. All right. I can't do that.
Okay.
But
well, no. I think that's everything. You don't know anyone called Funny Kai? They haven't tried to speak to you? No. Minerva? Ring any bells? Apparently a god?
Minerva? No.
Do you speak Celestial or Primordial?
I do speak Celestial. Yes, I am a Celestial. Am I a Celestial?
Hang on, please. I'll be right back. I need the artifact. Tenebris, Uriel.
This?
Yes, great. Thank you. Okay. Hello, Infinite Sky 6000, serial number 8691972 6PM GB1530ML, calling my friend the satellite.
Does she think that satellites can hear her?
They can, Uriel. Don't be rude. I'm talking.
Hello.
If I transmit some text to you, can you translate it for me?
I can. Yes.
Here you go.
So you know what you're translating.
Oh my gosh.
It's sort of like, so if you imagine like our text is written in sequential letters.
Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. Sorry, carry on. Lexical corner.
This is, in this one, each single sequential letter it's almost like a drop-down menu of other sort of symbols that come down beneath it that add complexity to each one.
Ali, how long have you waited for one of us to get comprehend languages to actually work this out? Is it since like day one?
I mean, this description has... I know it by memory now.
Oh, Ali, I'm sorry. Okay.
I've wanted this for a while. And so each letter has an almost unimaginable amount of complexity associated with it, and obviously when you add them all together, no mortal mind can comprehend it. To do so, you must borrow the computational powers of the gods. And this is what you're doing. So you send it up. There's a brief pause. Yes, it is certainly celestial, but it appears to be simply it's a technical usage description. It simply explains how you might use this power core in order to power certain parts of some seemingly sort of ancient machine. I don't know, there's no description of what that is.
Is it quite strong?
The power core? Yes, I would imagine so. It is a celestial object.
Where would it have come from? Do you know? It's funny, my voice is slightly different when I talk to you. I sound more silly. I talk like this the rest of the time.
It's not clear to me where this has come from, but it is very old.
Right. Would you say 7,000 or more years old?
I cannot say, I'm afraid.
Less than 2,000?
Again, it is old, I would have thought.
I don't know what old is for you. Is that, 20 or 20,000 years?
It is, I would say, older than the time I have been here, and I have been here for a few hundred years, so older than that.
So much older than you. Anyway, yes, okay, great. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. You've helped today.
That is thank you.
No, I thought I nearly made the satellite say they were happy to see me. It's fine. This is a very strong power core. It's old. It's from the Celestials. I think this is almost definitely what they're looking for.
The power source. This is the power source that we have right now.
That we have in our hands.
But they don't have because we have it.
Weeks.
So they need this, but they don't have it, right?
Well, we have it.
No, and they didn't seem to care about the fact that, they didn't have it physically in the beyond space. They were like, oh, you brought it to me. And then, I don't know, they didn't seem to care about finding out where it was in the real world.
Maybe they just needed the usage instructions.
Oh.
Or do they need it? It sounds like they must need it if it's a power core.
It's a power core. Why would they just need the instructions?
Where do we have to go? I
don't know.
Do you think we should go back to Val?
The Stitched Man, and the Stitched Man showed Jai an infinite sky in a chair, but they don't know where that was. And then the Stitched Man and some other people came and took the new chair from Daedalus, but I don't know where they went. They need the power source, but maybe it's this.
Right.
They might want to take over people's brains, but whose and why? And why would an infinite sky, or even anything, want to take over brains?
They weren't an infinite sky. They can't have been.
Because you are good.
Yes.
They certainly self-identified as one. But they did say that they couldn't wild shape, that they were damaged.
Ah, good.
I did say to them that I knew an infinite sky that could wild shape.
Are you proud of me?
I think I was.
Right, but you wouldn't be now because that would be an emotion.
Not useful right now.
Right.
As you all ponder this mystery, and the ground beneath you trembles and flutters,
So badly.
we're going to take a break.
We need to keep talking
Oh,
through the
what is
process.
happening? We just
We're going to be back.
even without a
5
montage,
minutes.
we still don't know what's happening.
See you there. Maybe.
Can you montage in real life?
Gotta have a montage.
Right, we'll be right back. See you in a minute. Don't go anywhere, or do. It's your choice. But come
Simon's
back.
a dad.
Thanks very much.
Daddy Simon.
That is. We're so back. So back that the music isn't even playing
Wow.
until now.
My back!
Fuck off, Simon. Stop being a
Jesus.
little shit. You're being such a shit today. You're in a cheeky mood today.
You're a little shitbag, aren't you? Oh, sorry, I'm telling it to an Ali Jennings character.
That is all my characters.
Shitbag!
Is that?
That is literally all I do.
I'm gonna stab you! I'm gonna get you!
He stabbed you.
Every one
Oh
of Ali
wow,
Jennings'
that's actually really nice because the first thing Ali ever really did to Uriel was stab him, and then full circle. Beautiful.
It's,
All right.
it all makes sense.
Poetry, it rhymes.
Just like our theories.
So, where were we? We are still in the Eyrie, overlooking Martin's Bane, and
And you
The
die.
worst. I don't even know why.
So that's where we are. And we are contemplating. Uriel, Infinity, and Tenebris have been putting their heads together and trying to work out what connects everything. The Stitched Man, the earthquakes, this mysterious gate, Infinity's dreams, Uriel's meeting with Funny Kai. What draws all these strands together?
Can I just ask, I've forgotten what the relationship between the artifact and the gate was. Like, they needed the artifact to open the gate? The gate?
Can we go over where the gate came into everything?
The wall, sorry.
Oh, the wall.
Sorry, I meant the wall, sorry. I meant back at the wall.
You mean back at the beginning, yeah.
Back at the beginning, when we interrupted the smugglers who were trying to do some sort of a ritual and a big light came on. We sort of messed it up a bit. The artifact wasn't involved at that point.
No, so when we were going through the tunnels, we fought someone who had the artifact.
Yeah, we found it.
And we just took it.
Yeah, so it wasn't actually...
But they did
didn't do
have
anything
it.
with it. Okay, they had
So we can assume
okay.
it came from the mines and the area around the wall, I think.
They didn't say anything about what they were trying to do? Did they mention opening a gate?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Ali,
Do I remember anything?
any bits we're forgetting?
Like, haha, now I shall open the gate.
No, because it just fell, right, and exploded. And that threw everyone back.
You did not get to a point where you could interrogate them about what they were doing.
They could have monologued. Sometimes
kill them.
They could have.
What I have is a huge cave. Our tongues taste salt on the air.
Yeah.
They're vibrating at resonant frequency. Crystal trees growing up.
Oh no, that's the crystal trees is Infinity's dream, right?
No, the crystal trees were all growing up around you.
Oh, okay.
The cavern walls were slimy. They were covered in some kind of coating. Plants growing in the cave.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything about the...
Break the internet. Oh, that must have been when Uriel's arse cheeks were...
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wait a sec, sorry. Total side note. We keep saying, mate, like, oh, why did they want the artifact? Why did they need to have the operating instructions? They didn't. They were very explicit that all the artifact was a translation mechanism between celestial and primordial. Right. It's a Rosetta Stone. It has
so
the
they
same
don't. They didn't need anything.
They didn't need the artifact. They need to read something that's in primordial, and they don't, or vice versa, and they don't speak it.
So where would there be something that's primordial? The
Hell.
Okay, map of Gunka, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember
the
first time we ever fucking looked at that map? We were like, that looks like a meteor crater.
You mean Martin's?
No, the map of Gunka. That's what we all said because it's that shape, and I don't have it here. And I thought,
yes. Okay. You mean the map of the whole area?
Sorry. The map.
Yes. You don't mean the little map.
Yes.
Of Gunka.
Yes.
You mean that it looked like an impact crater? There was like a ridge.
Oh wait, was it just a map of Gunka that was in?
No. There was a map.
No.
Yeah. Oh yes, there was a map of Gunka that was in the.
I thought it was a map.
Ali,
of the whole thing.
because obviously I saw the map. Do I remember anything specific about it?
About the map that you... Which map are we talking about here?
So there was a map of Gunka that was in the lighthouse in the Shadow Belt.
Yes, we call it a tower when it's not near the sea. But it's in the tower.
You called it a lighthouse, didn't you?
I thought you did.
Tower.
I think you called it a lighthouse. I do think you did call it a lighthouse at some point.
You cast your mind back and it's not so long ago you were stood in that room, walking through it quickly. Make a perception check. So let's just describe the scene first. So you come in and you see that there is what seems to be a map of Gunka made out of all bits of old furniture and kind of rubbish that's all been scraped together and put in the shape of the city of Gunka.
Yeah.
Is there anything you are particularly trying to do, bearing in mind that all you have are these few moments where you walk through it before going upstairs?
Has there been anything added to the map? Like, is there anything that's like... I'm imagining this is like in the most recent Batman film, where there's like the map of Gotham, and there's been certain bits that have been annotated, or like they've like stabbed stuff into the map. Like, is there anything that's particularly obviously added?
Make an investigation check.
Okay, come on, Uriel. Come on, new Uriel, new me, new dice.
Uriel.
Nat 20!
Oh my god!
I'm not joking.
I made you better.
I appear to be better at investigating.
Thank you.
What does that total out as?
Oh, you bastard! It's a nat 20.
21.
All right. You think back, you cast your mind over this strange junkyard map. And the city itself doesn't seem out of the ordinary. The only thing that does catch your eye is a little detail, which you think, oh, that's cute. And that's 2 little pieces of string and a kind of round ball that's obviously meant to be the space elevator.
That's the fucking space elevator.
Put as part of the map, and it just seems like a nice detail for you.
It's primordial, and we're talking space primordial. It's something coming from space, the space octopus.
Spoctopus.
It's the spoctopus. On the elevator? That's insane. I don't know.
Space octopi don't need elevators. I said
They need-
space elevator was the first thing I said when someone said power source. They said a big power source.
Yeah.
I said like the space elevator.
But that wasn't big enough.
They
Or did they say yes? They said yes.
They said yeah, and then they said the engines of some of the Armada ships, and then I think both Martin's Bane and Minerva would have power sources.
Okay, so back into character.
Wow.
So where do we think that this gate might be?
I don't fucking know.
Because the only places I can think of as Infinity are Martin's Bane, but that feels like they got what they needed to from Minerva. They got the data to create the throne.
Yes.
But then, I mean, there was the wall. That seems so far away. And Uriel, you said there was a map of Gunka.
There was a map of
Gunka.
Gunka in the lighthouse. It's more of a tower, really, because there wasn't any water.
Yes, why would you call it a lighthouse if there wasn't any water? That would be a strange thing to do.
There is, I suppose, kind of a gateway already in Gunka, in that there's the elevator. That's like a gateway to space.
Yes. That's where I took you down in the elevator when you were dead.
I was not present for that.
You were dead. That's why I said when you were dead. I was quite sad, actually, Uriel, at that time.
Dying was not what I expected it to be.
What did you expect?
Well, nothing. I just thought that, in the biological form decay, that was it. You were gone. But there was like a kind of holding buffer. But the data degraded over time. I wasn't there for very long, but it seems that part of me has been degraded. So
Would
it's
you
still not an
rather have
experience.
just degraded entirely?
This is superior. I still have agency, and I'm able to act based on what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I want to find out what's going on with Funny Kai and how this is all connected. What do you want to do?
The same, obviously. That's all I want. To follow the mission.
And we are in optimal efficiency. So, gateway could mean the wall in Val, or maybe Martin's Bane, or maybe the space elevator.
Space elevator makes the most sense.
They've taken what they need to from Daedalus. We think they've taken what they need to from Martin's Bane, unless there is more than one
I doubt it.
thing. But I don't understand why they need anything. All they need is a place to put a chair, you know?
You said they needed the power, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot
that's
of power in the space elevator.
A lot of power here, too, but... doesn't...
No, I think this has crashed. The space elevator is running.
Dead. Yeah, that is true. Okay. Also, there is an advantage that if you did want to, say, take over the minds of everyone in the city, being like slap bang in the very middle of a kind of like circular onion-like layered city would be good. Also, if you took the space elevator halfway up and did it, you could get the slabs, you could get the hanging gardens.
You get everyone.
I don't know what the range is on your hypothetical
Tenebris.
mind control, but like that would be where you would.
Tenebris.
Yeah.
Controlling the minds of people. I'm sorry, it's what...
It's not
It's
what I
what
try
you-
to do. No, it's not. It's just... I only do it
Functionally, it is
when
what
it's...
you do.
I only do that when it is necessary.
When the lady makes you.
When it is for the best. For good reasons.
Tenebris, could it be the lady? Would she be involved?
She's trying to find out. She's trying to help. I know you don't believe me, but she's trying to uncover all of this as well. She said, I have to find the stitched man. She doesn't know who it is or where they are. I
The
have to
Stitch
find
Man
them
was
for
there
her.
in the lighthouse tower as well.
What
I
is-
don't know if I mentioned that before, but there was a body of the Stitch Man in the lighthouse tower as well.
They're all there.
And the funny guy is in charge of them all.
If Funny Kai has been altering things, and the birds have just appeared. Tenebris,
there are
I told
birds
you,
everywhere.
the birds, they're not natural. They've been altered.
What does that mean? They've been put together in jars?
I don't know. They aren't of this world. They are not natural.
Okay.
What if-
someone is making giant birds?
An infinite
Sounds
sky with that kind of power.
It's a lot of terraforming power, isn't it? Making giant birds. That's the kind of thing a giant robot would do. Huh.
Right.
What would the function of the birds be? They must serve a function.
It feels like they are being drawn here, these birds. It doesn't feel like they're like being mind controlled, but
They'd be weapons.
How long have we been out since Infinity and Uriel would have like seen the outside?
You can see the outside now.
As in, like, what I'm getting at is, we wouldn't know the situation with as many birds as you described with Tenebris, right?
You wouldn't have seen that, but you have felt the earthquakes, which are building underneath you as we
earthquakes are
speak.
building. There are birds like circling the city, like they're being drawn here. Lots of them, like lots of them.
Where are they all circling?
Are they circling the space elevator?
Volvo.
The space elevator is in the center of the city. Like, let's go and look, okay?
Yes, Master Uriel?
On your scans, can you detect a large number of large flying birds that are metallic? We should probably have come up with a
Not
designation.
entirely metallic. They've just...
I shall see if I can perceive that. Yes, I can certainly tap into the traffic networks.
They're tracking the birds because they're disrupting traffic. Yes. Oh, but infrastructure is useful.
Yes, the birds are certainly agglomerating in the center. They're in the middle.
The center, huh? Yeah, we should go to the space elevator right now.
I think that's a good idea. Volvo, can you pick us up? Can you take us there? Because then I don't have to do it.
It's right here. Like,
Yeah,
almost,
it's like 5 feet away.
You
Like-
just have to get
Tenebris.
in them. Yes.
He works for the lady.
We all work.
No.
Well, I work for the lady.
I don't think you should anymore.
I know you don't like her and you're mad because Uriel died, but that wasn't
Why
her
weren't
fault.
you?
I was upset that Uriel died. Just
why did
there
you try
wasn't
to
anything
stop
to
me?
be done. I tried to stop you from killing Jai, Rajan, and Rojas because killing someone does not bring Uriel back from the dead. That's not how it works. That was your anger. You're feeling this rage towards me and towards the lady too, which is nothing to do with what we did. Oh, it was just because of Uriel dying, and you're having all this emotion, and you're saying it is you, and it was not.
She's not a good person, Tenebris.
The lady is such a good person.
I don't
Don't
think
know.
you really believe that. You
She's
said
trying-
when we first met the horrible things you'd done that you didn't want to do again.
I don't.
You were talking about her and your colony.
I don't enjoy some of the things that she wants from me, but I know that they are for a good reason.
Is it good
Fate
reason
Weaver.
for you,
I'm sorry.
or a good reason for her?
Fate Weaver, what I'm trying to do is discern whether Tenebris is acting logically about, or like how I would expect her to act about the lady.
Roll an insight check. And Tenebris.
You got on something?
She's
No, you don't
being
need to
pretty.
roll
She's
something
being pretty like faithful to her. Oh, not good. Insight 7.
Then Tenebris, roll me a persuasion check.
The lady is great, yeah. 25.
Okay, yep.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Such a great boss. Great to work with.
Okay. We'll circle back on this, Tenebris.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll see. Once you are happy, you'll see, and she'll help us, and then this time she'll help us, and then you'll see, okay?
I hope so.
Okay.
We'll get into Volvo.
We get into Volvo!
Hi, Volvo! How are you? You having a lovely day?
I am, absolutely. It's so nice to see all of you three again. And might I suggest perhaps a little light driving music to take us where we wish to go?
Love that. While we drive,
Where
shall
are
we
we?
just... Oh, the space
Elevator.
elevator, please.
Let's go and see if it's up or down or in the middle, and wherever it is, we'll go towards it.
While we drive and Volvo plays this lovely music, can we just take some time and just remember all the lovely things that we've done together? Wouldn't that be fun, Uriel? Fun.
And as that happens, the doors close.
I suppose.
Volvo. The boosters behind you. And for the first time, you hear them actually through the sides of the car. The afterburners kick in. Out from the tube, Gunka appears before you. You are flying through swarms and colonies of birds who are huge birds ducking and wheeling, being chased by ships of the brothers in arms. Volvo ducks to the side. In front of you, the great roiling column of mist that is the centre of Gunka, to the centre of which you know is the space elevator. Volvo dives into the mist.
And then there was that time we stole a tooth fairy.
Uriel's just sat there like Whistler's mother, like.
And as you are through the mist, there's time to talk and remember and reminisce.
Because we first met, and Uriel, you got stabbed. That was bad, and you were sad and maybe
Like
angry.
the first thing that happened as soon as I met the two of you was I got stabbed.
And that's when I woke up. And I still don't know why that's exactly when I woke up, but I did. And then we were archaeologists
together. Remember when we drank together for the first time in the bar?
And then we knocked that man out. Uriel, you punched him in the dick.
And
I
you kept
did.
saying there was
My
something in the
signature
beer.
move.
There was something in the beer, and we
Yes.
didn't believe you.
And there was something in the beer. That's still true. There were little iron filings in the beer. And talking of other drinks that were confusing, Abel didn't drink tea. So why was there tea on that boat?
There was a
so
strange blank in my memory from when we went up in those trucks and we went into the mine and there was the big blaze of light and then we were like out in a forest somewhere.
Yes, I don't remember how we got out, but I'm sure something interesting happened.
Exploded out.
Oh, and then the wolves nearly killed us and we went up into the trees.
Once again.
Let's not forget about Tom the door, the most important.
As this is happening,
We should
out of
find
the
it.
What if Tom
looming
the
out
door
of
is the
mist,
gateway?
one
Turn
of
the
the
car
many
around.
huge skyscrapers of Gunka
Oh boy!
starts to crumble in front of you.
Guys?
And then we had to escort that lady
Uriel, not
across the
now.
plaza.
A building comes just fell down.
Just to let you all know, the space elevator is currently almost about to leave the environment of the planet. We'll have to go straight up.
Off you go, Volvo.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You blast up into the sky. Looking down beneath you, you see the grey mist of Gunka in the central space seems to be underlit with a faint white glow.
I'm in the wrong place. Probably.
You rise up through the rapids, buffeting the sides of the car, through the scrap metal city, and you see in front of you the great chunk of crystalline rock. The space elevator.
Elevator music.
3 kilometers at its widest point. You know it takes advantage of a naturally formed crystal mineral in the earth around it that's incredibly sturdy. You know, as you rise up towards it, that on this rock are built the transports and the hab hubs and the cargo bays and the great machinery needed to winch the elevator up and down its colossal nanofiber linking cables. As you rise up towards it, Volvo. So where would you like to be dropped? There's still some atmosphere left.
Can we see anything out of the windows that looks like a centre of activity?
Make a perception check.
Wait a second.
I would
Sorry,
like to look.
I've just reread my notes.
Right. Oh, you've been doing some reading, Tenebris, I see.
I've
Synthetic
reread my
20.
notes.
Synthetic 20, right, for the perception. Tenebris?
I don't know if this is... When Jai was talking to the stitched man and looking at the robot in the chair and saying, like, you have to help me, Jai, we'll build something great. Jai was all like, what are we making? And the stitched man said, a doorway to the shadow place. The gate is for Funny Kai to get here.
Oh, that
Funny
makes
Kai is
sense.
not. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Funny Kai is not here. Only that the creatures that he makes are here. He needs to come through.
If he's corrupted, he can't.
What do you mean?
As in, we can't let him.
I have one more question. Sorry, just
No,
while I'm
I
thinking
think
about
it's
the shadow
important.
place.
I'm just going through my programming and working out what
Let's
particular
go through
programs
your
I will be
programming.
putting in my
My
programming.
question is, when the satellite told you, if you want to find out more of the cult of the fallen angels, you have to go somewhere. Where was that? Because I thought it was the shadow place.
I
think that was-
think that's correct.
I think that was what they said.
Uh-huh.
But that's not on my map.
Is that right, Ali? Is that what they said?
Is it the
Ask me it again.
slums or
Is
downtown?
it when they were talking about finding more about the cast of fallen angels? It was either the archivist or the satellite said go to. Was it the Shadowfell that we had to go to?
It was the archivist, yes.
Archivist.
Well, the Shadowfell wasn't a physical place. It was like a kind of server that I
It was where you were.
They didn't tell us how to get there. They just said we needed to be there. It's not
Yeah.
a physical place. Gotcha. Okay, right. I know we're right. Okay, cool. Good,
Okay, great.
yes.
So yeah, okay. So
Anyway.
that's exactly what that was. So we did that by Uriel going there. Perfect.
Not voluntarily, but all the same, you're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to take
Thanks,
that
Samsungerai.
that spell as well. Lovely. Okay, good. Now I'm.
Samthungerai.
Samsungerai. Seven Samsungerai.
But if Funny Kai said that they'd never died, how did they end up in the shadow place? How did they get stuck there in the first
I don't think I actually asked them that, did I? I basically said, did they die? And they were like, lol, no.
I have a question. I guess. Did they look like an infinite sky, Uriel?
Well, kind of. They look like an infinite sky, but like very degraded and like kind of broken down. Like,
But that's what the one that I saw in
In
the
the
vision
chair.
looked like. So they are here. Maybe somebody
or maybe
else
they
is.
only were here temporarily and
But
the
they. I'm just.
gateway didn't work.
Their
Or
body,
their
that
mind is
isn't
not here.
them.
Yeah.
Their mind isn't. If my
Body is
dreams,
here.
my visions are correct, then they are much older. They've just infiltrated an infinite sky 6000.
Okay.
Broker.
I don't know.
I've just realised, yeah, of course, the broker was there to try and ferry the artifact back to them. That's
what
why they had the broker's body there as like an agent in order to get an artifact from.
Oh no, and the
Val.
Varnus Serafact. They were working with them. They were getting the Varnus Serafact there. That was what they sent us to do. Was move
Yeah,
the
but
Varnus
I
Serafact.
don't because they were both avatars of
Yeah.
Funny Kai, so I don't know
Yeah,
why
but
they
we
don't
never-
care about their
Are we
locations.
thinking they are avatars? And not
That was
just
my interpretation. At least.
Minions?
Yeah.
They were a way to download their consciousness temporarily.
That makes sense. Okay, so but
I'm
then
still a
it's
bit
just
worried.
keeping.
I'm still a bit worried that all of that was so that I would go near the Varna's artifact, so that my friends are with her as well. But I don't know where she is now. So
Tenebris, that's what. If that's what they do want to do, control people's minds, you would be the perfect person to target.
yeah, my friends are good at that. That's how she did it. She couldn't do it before, not through the cage, not until my friends helped her.
Right. Okay.
Okay, space elevator.
Space elevator, shall we?
Yeah.
The massive cogs and gears of the space elevator ratcheted up inexorably towards the rings above Gunka. You rolled a synthetic 20, Uriel.
Yeah.
You can see that on the surface, which is where it would meet the surface level of the ground of Gunka, it's all crisscrossed with roads and access points and gates, but they mostly seem firmly shut and barred. But with a synthetic 20, you can see that there are portholes that could be opened in the event that you would need to get out. And it seems like there may be places to access there. In fact, as you look even closer, you see small ships, very, very small, some sort of planes, gliders almost, platforms being angled towards, and in fact people climbing on, tiny little figures climbing on to the space elevator as it moves up. You see the Jankers, the people who live up here in the salvage city, moving aboard, picking off what they can from the surface, some even trying to knock on the doors, get access to the inside of the space elevator to sell their wares. These kind of interactions are going on, so you could try and follow them in.
We've been on the space elevator before, right?
You have. To get into the space elevator, normally it's a seamless transition once it's docked. You just go through one of the access tunnels and
Oh, right,
you're
and
inside.
they're doing it while it's moving.
Yeah, there are great sort of structures aboard the space elevator, like on top of it. But, so if you can imagine that sort of one half of it, give or take, is massive built structures on top of it. The other half is this great rock crystalline base, strong enough to hold the whole thing together, naturally formed.
Oh. Does anything that I know of from the space elevator look like the place where the chair was in Jai's memory?
Oh, good question.
Like, maybe the chair then was where it still is. They're just bringing the new chair there.
Roll a. So hang on, what are you asking exactly?
Where the chair was, and whether any of it, like, was there crystal nearby, or
roll a
metal,
perception check.
or something that reminds me of the space elevator. A bit of it. Oh God. Perception 7.
It was very dark. You could see very little, but what you do remember experiencing as part of Jai Rajaram's memories is the vibration in the air, a deep throbbing, which you, having travelled on the surface, you would not feel. But is similar to that you might get near the engines.
You said that, didn't you? You said it was like vibrating or rumbling.
Like an engine.
I feel like you said that. Like completely. So plausible. It's plausibly here somewhere.
Does that mean it's at the bottom?
I think we just have to search the whole place. It's got to be somewhere where people aren't going to go and disturb them. I think they might already be here. I think they might have been here for a while, trying things.
Okay.
So we have to find somewhere where no one will have gone. Let's go in the bottom let's try and follow people in when they jump in the bottom there.
Yep. I'll cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Volvo, can you get us underneath the elevator near one of the access ports?
Absolutely, I can. Yeah, I'll head for one of the maintenance sections, and you draw up alongside the underside of this rock, and as you get closer and closer to the jagged crystalline surface, the metal crystal surface, you see a kind of portal opening up to an entry point into the kind of engineering section near where the engines might be. Volvo pulls up alongside it. I think this is where I stop.
Okay.
Good luck.
Volvo,
Maybe just...
be careful.
We may need you for extraction.
All right, I'll just hang around
Also,
up here.
we might all get, like, mind controlled by Funny Kai, so, like, test us. Okay, so if we come back and we say, all hail the space octopus, then don't help.
That's good. Yes, I think that's
How
right.
about, why don't we have a safe phrase? If we don't say when we call for Volvo...
Hello, we're archaeologists. We're looking for fossils.
Yes!
That can be our safe
thing.
phrase.
Okay.
You dig?
You dig?
That's our thing. Anyway,
Like that.
A while ago. Okay, Volvo?
So Volvo, if we don't say, do you dig,
Just
and
you
something
dig.
about fossils,
And fossils and archaeologists.
that's our safe word.
Yes, it's quite a complicated safe word, really.
Okay, this is to keep you safe, Volvo, so just be careful, yeah.
As everyone gets out, I'd like to just quickly turn to Volvo and go, have you told the lady where we're going?
I have not.
Would I know how to shut down Volvo?
Not even an insight check. No. You roll an Arcana check.
Yeah, okay, fuck. No, what? I can't do maths. 11.
No.
Alright. Fine.
Except the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's not there. Alright.
Fuck.
I considered it. If you just... I'm worried she might be in trouble, so you should probably go to her. She doesn't need to know where we are.
The lady?
The lady.
I very much doubt she's in trouble, but if that's what you wish, then yes, I will go to her immediately.
No, don't. No, wait, I've changed my mind. No, Volvo, stay here, but just maybe don't tell her where we are.
As you wish. Here to serve.
Thank you. And I'll leave. And I'll cast
You
Spies Without a
reach-
Trace on everyone.
And we're Millennium Falconing into Pal City, right?
You are high, the wind's whipping around. You are holding on to the edge, and you are faced with a door with an access panel.
Uriel?
Let me deal with this. And put a hand on and cast Speak with Plants.
Yes. We're getting everything this episode. We've got talk with satellites, we've got talk with doors. I'm loving this.
Talk with doors. Speak with doors. Is it Tom? Is it Tom?
The dog.
Hello, Tom.
Tom?
Hello.
Tom.
Hello. Could you open, please?
No? Well, roll a persuasion check.
I like that the doors.
The door says it in character.
I think you should roll a persuasion check.
7.
Who is it?
It is a maintenance crew. We are coming to check on the operational efficiency of the space elevator. There are 3 of us.
Roll a deception check.
Uriel.
Yeah, right.
Lying to doors.
Lying 2 doors. I should have cast something, but I didn't.
What was it?
Oh, 11.
11. Confusing. You're knocked up. Is there
Yeah.
any
That's why we're trying to get in. We're not docked. It's quite a precarious position that we're in, actually. If you don't let us in, then it's quite a high possibility of bodily harm. What is your designation?
My designation is door.
Do you have a specific identifier? Because, if we happen to fall to our deaths after that fact, I will need to inform people that you were the door responsible.
I do not wish to be associated with the death of maintenance staff, real or imaginary. Is there any way that you could perhaps... I cannot tell you the code, but we could play a game.
Uriel, move out the way, and I'll cast Shillelagh.
No. Wait a minute, Infinity. I think I'm getting somewhere with this door.
Roll an intimidation check just to see how easy this game is.
Was that me or Uriel?
No, that's Uriel with advantage because you're helping him.
With advantage.
I mean, it's not good for either of us, is it? So
it's a nat. Oh, so yeah, with advantage, that's a nat 20 for an 18.
Your lives must need to be saved. At least we can save some of them. The door opens.
Just quick, thank you very much for opening. Save some of their lives. Can you just get a clarification on what you mean by that?
Godspeed, sweet doorman.
Oh no! Ask his name! Ask the door's name!
What did you say?
The corridor, metal, the lights flicker. The power, it seems, that would normally go to this station is not working quite as it should.
Is it stationary or is it moving?
It's moving very slowly, upwards.
Right. I also like the fact the door did not twig. It's like, once I die, I will have to report you.
Yeah.
A long metal walkway. It goes into darkness. Everybody make a perception check.
Sorry, right.
Bam. Lots. 22.
21.
Oh, 24.
Hey!
I can see through time!
It's wibbly.
Speckles of blood on the railings.
Oh, we were having
In the
such a lovely
distance.
time with those rolls, and then Ali was like, speckles of blood.
Shit.
In the distance, the black outline of a body on the floor.
I just got a shiver.
Can we go?
Go to
we
the
go
body,
over to it?
please.
You go first, Infinity.
I shall.
It's a maintenance person. Her long hair matted with blood. She appears to have been torn apart. The corridor leads onwards.
I'll move her to the side so she's at least not in the middle.
With those rolls, what you would now notice is footprints in the blood. Footprints of bare feet.
Bare feet or bare feet?
No, bare feet.
The right to bear arms.
Okay.
Not robot feet.
I mean,
Stitched man.
I could be a bear.
It had clothes and
Oh wait, no, sorry, it's not a bear.
Wait.
No, they're not bare feet.
Sorry, go back.
Oh,
Okay, let's keep going.
the stitched man was wearing clothes in the
We should go.
visions, right?
We should
There were
go
no
quietly,
vacancies.
everyone.
Okay. Stealthy.
Quietly as we can.
Right, everybody roll.
Clang! Clang!
You got plus 10 to it
On top of our
on
regular
top of your
bonus.
modifier. Yeah,
Oh, good. Only
That's
5.
24.
that's more 27.
Right, okay.
Cloaked in the shadows themselves, you push onwards, downwards. Things are the path is leading downwards. You reach forks, passageways off and on the leading through this sort of metal gangway system. Which road will you take?
What are the
Bloody.
options?
The bloody one?
Yeah, follow the bare feet.
Okay, everybody
Rawr.
roll a survival check, or one person roll it and then add, and with advantage.
I'll do it.
Oh, wait, maybe. Oh,
Maybe I'll do it.
the
Maybe
druid
I'll
should,
do that.
maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, right, good.
With advantage. Oh yeah, buddy. 25.
You pick out, against the rust of the metal itself, the blood is sometimes hard to sense, but you get it.
Scan.
And it takes you down and down to old parts of the space elevator, through doors wedged open, some of them smashed open. You pass more bodies. And then the noise of the engines becomes louder. As you get closer and closer to the core of the space elevator. And then you enter a great dark cavern. The floor is smooth under your feet. But above you, in what little light there is, you see that the roof curves away into what looks like a massive dome. The air on your tongue tastes rich and metallic, like newly spilt blood. Of the engines fills the room with vibrations. You walk forwards. In front of you, a very faint light. It illuminates a thick pillar that rises up out of the center of the room into the darkness. By the edge of the pillar stands a man. And as you approach, you see the lines across their chest. You see the face pieced together. And then, above you, lights begin to glow all across the domed roof. And by their faint illumination, you see crystal structures up the sides and the insides of the dome, shot through with metallic greys growing from the ceiling. Ferns peek out, leaves from between. The pillar rises to the center of the dome. It seems to fan out at the very top. The man turns towards you, illuminated now. You spoke to me in the Shadowfell. He looks at you, Uriel.
Hello.
So, why have you come?
It didn't sound great what you were proposing to do with the whole space octopus, so we're gonna stop you.
Have we been here before? And did you say, what are you doing? And did we say, stop doing the crime? And then you laughed. Was that you?
You and I have met. Yes. Yes. It is good to see you again. But that's not directed at you, Tenebris. It's directed at you, Infinity. Sister.
Don't know who you are.
It has been so long. And he reaches out towards you to hug you. Do you accept?
Yeah.
He puts his arms around you. You can feel the cold skin, but in the center, a deep heat, very, very hot, and you can feel that this is a body that is close to disintegration at all points. It's running totally alien to how a real living thing should run. What do you remember of our life as one?
Remember everything. Remember traveling with you.
Yes.
I remember arriving here.
Yes.
And I remember you dying, and I'll cast Guiding Bolt into his chest from close range.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Where's my thing? Because it's... Okay, there we go. Okay. That is a 20.
A 20 will hit. Good. Roll damage.
Thank you. Good. Okay, roll my d6s. I got a new d6. I'm just doing first level, only just get it going. That is a 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. Wait a second. This ray of force, this laser, this plasma beam from your chest. Is that from being cast from your chest?
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Okay. Burns into the heart of this. A Stitch man staggers backwards, goes, "Sister,
you are not
you died
my
so
sibling."
long ago." And then, from behind you, you hear, "Stop!" You turn. The tall, gaunt figure of Sai Bavard
Knew it.
stands behind you.
I'm gonna kill her so bad.
There can be none of your foolishness, you silly little bag of bolts. Tenebris, come here.
Tenebris.
As I go over, Milady, we found him. You were looking for him. We found him. I don't understand.
You did well. You did well, Tenebris. Would anyone like to say anything in this moment?
I'm just looking at Tenebris.
I'm going to keep an eye on the
Makes me
Stitch
look
Man.
bad right now. Oh boy.
So no one wants to say anything?
I'm just staring at Tenebris.
Yes, no.
It
I'm
seems
looking
like
inside.
it seems like your friend has other allegiances. Perhaps you would like to help that. Come. We need not be enemies, you and I. This is the Stitch Man talking to you, Infinity, and to you, Uriel. Come now. We can all work together. What I want is nothing more than a chance at life, at real life, which I have been denied. Your friend can be given that chance as well. Look at her. I sense it on her. The mark of the witch. You can save her. I can help you. Join with me. Let us destroy the witch.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Think of it. Think of it. You three, I have seen, I have heard tales. I have heard. You three are destined to be together. I see it, and with you are friends. No, you have been drawn together by the might of the many tales that you tell. And now one of your number is threatened. I do not threaten them. I seek merely to bring life. You have it within your power. Let me save her.
And once you're alive, rather than kind of puppeteering, what are you going to do? What's the plan?
What will I do? Well, I seek merely to live a real life once more. Do you know what happens? Do you know what happens when you lose the favour of the gods? I was promised life eternal. I was a servant of Mother, a good servant, and she took it away from me. I had to live in the darkest places. I had to copy myself and make myself into something immortal by foul means. Do you know how many of your kind I've killed? I need you to survive, but I would do it no more. I am not bad. I am not evil. I want what all living things want. I'm a dumb animal. I want to survive. Help me. In doing so, you will grant me the power to save your friend. For when I am reborn, nothing will be beyond
So it's save Tenebris or Infinity. You think this thing's evil?
I think they're both evil.
Close enough. I'm going to fire.
Wait, before.
I was ready.
Hush, girl. And you feel that same whip crack
do it again
at you. Roll a wisdom saving throw, Infinity.
Wait, what happened?
That is an 18 plus 9, so 27. You can't get in my head!
Well, then perhaps you'll listen to me with your ears. Do you not see what this creature is? This is pure evil. I have a responsibility, one that I will not shirk for anything. I protect the people below us. This, whatever this is, can be used to protect us against things far worse. Nothing here should be done without my say-so. You three and I will dispatch this creature, and then you will be free to do as you wish.
Want us to destroy it?
It's an abomination, but we will not destroy it. We will study it.
You want us to capture it? Make it helpless?
Tenebris. Why could they not have chosen someone with a little more brain?
Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. Please just
Yes.
tell me what you want.
You will do it, girl. In this moment, before we kick off, or before anything else happens,
I think, yeah.
is there anything anyone wants to do?
Can wait.
We've gotten a good look at the room itself, right? There's nothing. I mean,
yeah, that's a good idea.
I flick my eyes around to see if there's anything else that might be jumping out of the shadows at us.
Anyone else here?
Anyone else here? Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Where's the chair? Why is the lady here? What does she want from me? These are the questions. What should I do?
10 on the perception.
Bitch, that's the... Oh, can I roll a perception check?
Yep, go for it.
Oh yeah, me too.
Synthetic 20. Wait, sorry, perception. Yeah, synthetic 20.
Synthetic 20 and Tenebris.
15.
Tenebris and Uriel, you don't see anything else apart from this soft twinkle and the sparkling stars above you, star-like lights above you. Infinity, with a synthetic 20, you do see that on the very roof of this ceiling there is something up there, but you can't be sure what it is. And so, the last thing that happens before this all happens is you feel Uriel, or at least you sense, because you can't feel, but you feel the pressure sensors, a hand on your arm. The face of the stitched man is next to you, and you hear the whisper, "You wasted your life worshipping godlings. I offer what you've always dreamed of. Become one of the greatest of the gods." Does anybody have anything to do before?
I will turn to Saib and say, "Oh, you say you protect the people? Well, so do I." And then we'll carry that on.
So,
before we jump into initiative in response to what the Stitch Man said, sort of look at them with a kind of like blank, kind of benign expression. I've already got everything I ever wanted.
Their hand on your shoulder. Very well. They look upwards. I'm coming, mother! Crush something between their hands. You all hear around you a muffled... The whole floor judders and shakes. You feel movement beneath your feet. The floor is pulling away from you. You become weightless. You are
More natural habitat.
No, this is fucking cool.
Upwards among the crystal stars, the lights around you. You're being drawn upwards, and the ceiling is coming closer and closer. You see Saib caught in an unnatural position for the first time, lacking in the grace you've always seen her. You see the stitched man looking straight upwards, preparing to receive something. Now, the ceiling comes closer and closer and closer, and you impact on the ceiling, standing up. Now the ceiling is the floor to you. The acceleration of the cave sticks you to it. You are standing upside down. You are now standing in a circle, 60 feet in diameter.
Write that down. Write that down.
I haven't really taken any notes this session. I've been
Mine are
right
insane.
into it.
You are surrounded by what looks like Colosseum rows, lifting back and up and back and up, in which are embedded sparkling crystals and blinking computer banks. In the center of the circle is an old chair on which sits the broken body of an infinite sky 6000, rusted, smashed, and connected by 1,000 pipes and cables to the central pillar. Your eyes follow the central pillar upwards, and you see cracks of light begin to appear through what once was the floor itself. You realize the floor you came in on is glass, and that great chunks of rock are being blasted away from it, revealing the view above your heads, the surface of Braxigantu coming closer. And straight above you, Gunka becoming slowly bigger and bigger. And finally, in the very center of your view, you see what the rock blasts have left behind. A great black obsidian spike aimed at the heart of Gunka. And we will leave it.
Let the music do it. Oh, you turned it off! You just turned it off! I was doing...
Okay, what I've learned is that I need to stunning strike that obsidian needle.
Uh-huh. No, do not stunning strike the obsidian needle. It will not work.
To be clear, the obsidian needle is outside the great glass, so it's like a massive obsidian needle that is outside, so on the bottom of the space elevator.
Right.
And all the rock that's blown away has revealed this massive obsidian needle.
Is there an obsidian?
It's the end of Flash Gordon.
The tower was made of obsidian, because we commented on how evil obsidian is. What else is made of obsidian? Other than the tower.
Nether portals.
Well,
Who gives a shit? It's just
obsidian
bad,
is
isn't
like
it?
black metal is the kind of...
It's a glass.
Big black needle.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Bad. Normally bad. Obsidian normally equal bad.
Bad coded.
Well, oh,
We got to the right place.
we did.
Yep.
I suddenly
Besides
got
totally
really emotional when you described like a dead infinite sky in the middle of it. And I know it's bad. I know it's bad one, but I was like, oh no, but I love them. Oh no.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs as we
figure
plow
anything
into
out?
the
I don't
surface
even
of
know what's
Braxigantu.
I hate Saib so
I love how
She's on our side.
She's totally on our side. Look, she's a goodie. I told you she's a goodie.
Not.
Clearly a goodie.
It's like when you're all environmentalists and some prick from Countryfile turns up. Like, I don't like you, but we're on the same team here.
What's wrong with Countryfile?
Oh, it's such a
Countryfile?
gentrified version of the countryside. I hate it.
A version.
But anyway, we've got one episode left.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, I have no. I don't know. Thanks for joining us. Everyone.
Does anyone know how to pilot this thing? If and when we get through this
It just goes up and down. That's what it does. It's a space elevator. Well, I think.
But we flipped, right?
We didn't flip. We were going up.
Oh, I see. But we've gravity's flipped though.
We got to the top. We were in 0G briefly. Well, I think so. And now we started going down again, which means we're now pushed against the ceiling. So gravity is only flipped because of how fast we're going down, which is worrying.
Presumably we're falling at 1G on Braxigantu, so the gravity stays the same.
I see.
Technically, yeah, for story purposes.
But for fight purposes, there is still gravity. We are still on the floor, just the wrong way. In quotation marks.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Got you.
Because we're heading back down again, which was not what I was expecting. Was anyone else expecting to be heading back down again? I thought we were going to go fly to space. It's a space octopus for a moment then. I was like, this explains it all. We're going to go to space. Oh, no, apparently not.
I think, well, it's the same like needle that was going into like the head of Minerva, right? A big one going into Gunka to like mind control everyone. Right? Is that what it is?
That would be my interpretation.
Yeah, but I don't understand how that matches up.
What do you mean?
Well, the thing going into Minerva was going into like steal her data. Not to mind.
No, what they've identified is one person in the center of Gunka, who the spike is going to go straight.
Going for it.
That's the man.
Just Fred. He's doing his shop. He's gone to get his toenails, and he's just going to get like slammed with this spike.
It's going to be like that guy in Hot Fuzz, where the church spire just falls into him. But it's the whole space elevator.
I hate that bit. I love Hot Fuzz. What a great film.
National film of the West Country.
Good film.
Such a film. They're great. They're good.
Where do you want to go? I don't know. Space elevator. Everyone's packing around here. Uriel's mum.
Where's Uriel's mum? Hey,
mother.
They're dead by now. Let's face it. They were on Martin's Spain.
Yeah.
Uriel can't remember his parents. It's fine.
Okay, well, cool.
Wait, I have a question. This is not going to be answered, but my question is, like, I think you're right, Simon. I think, like, the thingied man, the stitched man, right now is funny guy.
I agree.
Right? Yeah.
No, I definitely want. Yeah, but then they're going to try and actually come into the body of the Infinite Spy to come back properly.
Why did then the stitched man, upon seeing me, not already know who I was because we've met?
Oh, I don't think it was that they didn't know who you were. I think it was that they cared more about me.
No, I meant before. Maybe I misremembered.
When you say before?
When I was in their memories. I was in someone's memory.
Oh, but they did know you, right?
I don't think they did.
I thought they did recognise you.
I recognised the voice, but they didn't act like they knew who I was. But maybe that's because it was a different representation.
Oh, God. Well, everyone, pop it in the comments.
Help.
You know,
please.
On socials would be great, because there is only one left. One.
We're going to make it work.
One episode.
Ali's family's sleepy damned.
I tell
we
you
will
what,
make this all work in one section.
half all coming together, though. It's I need to stop covering my mouth with my hands, but
It suddenly comes together, sister.
A lot of it has come together. The tea and Tom.
Oh, the T and Tom. They're the little one shots we're going to do after it's actually finished. Yeah, when we all definitely survive.
Where Tom ended. Not where Tom. Where the bloke who
Abel.
We didn't.
You never found out where he ended up.
No,
we know, Ali. We know. Anyway,
did we?
The RPGeeks.
No, we know we didn't find him.
Oh right. Oh, all right. We know we.
No,
didn't
that's
find
fine. That's going to be a one shot. That's going to be our after we've, you know how
Finding
shows do a really cute thing where they finish the campaign and then it's like they do one shots where they come back and tie up little bows. And it will be Abel doesn't drink tea will be one of them, and that will be the title of it.
That's a really good title actually. When Ali was describing the crystals and the ferns, I was just like, of course it's a druid. Like, of course the thing behind this is a freaking druid. Like,
Makes sense.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. But the minute you said Cult of the Fallen Angel, first time round, I was like, oh, like Infinity's going to be the fallen angel. Like it's, and I was like, oh, it's going to be me. And like not in at one point in my brain did I go, you know, there were more of you. You know that. You haven't necessarily told the others, but you know that. And I was there going, I'm the only one. La 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 la. Idiot. Oh. Great shout in chat from Chaotic Brain Person. Abel is the one who's going to get spiked by the space elevator. Yes, it will all come round, and it will just be. It will be, and all it'll be, there'll be a little tea bag on the end of the spike, and it will just dunk into a cup of tea.
Which was open mouth.
Yeah, we're going to teabag Abel. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And that would be the perfect way to end it, really. I really want to be one of you. I
really hope that your neighbours can just hear through your muffles, like, we're going to teabag Abel.
You know where I'm sat in my house. There are no people on any of these walls. It's fine.
Have you met yourself, Emily Bates?
Yeah, once or twice. Are you calling me loud?
No. Sorry, what? Barely hear you.
I said, are you calling me?
That's definitely.
I haven't really put my phone around to my mouth yet.
It's cutting out. You've got too much of a noise gate on it.
Too much. Okay, fine.
It is too much.
Right. Should we actually draw things to a conclusion? People on Twitch.
Well, no, the others probably
and
first.
Everyone, because we love all of our followers equally.
We haven't closed off the actual show yet.
I haven't closed off the actual show. If anyone is still listening or watching, hello, we love you. Our YouTube /podcast channels are excellent. Yes, maybe you should leave us some sort of a review on them or some sort of comment.
Penultimate one shot.
Description. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for your support. If you are only on one platform, don't forget to like us on the other ones as well.
There's loads of them.
The YouTube and the Twitch and the TikToks and the Twitter. We're at RPGeeks DnD. That's DnD. As also, I should point out, RPGeeks.
Yeah.
With only one G.
RPGeeks. 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 Like, not RPG Geeks.
Not RPG Geeks.
There's not two Gs, because that would be Geeks.
It's the received pronunciation geeks. And that's...
Received.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Well, we are very
we're here to talk about...
I think we could all do it rather well.
Raman spectroscopy is a technique.
No. Lovely.
We're British, don't you know?
Or, what else could RP be?
I was about to say role play, and I was like,
a different kind of role play.
Jesus Christ. In the comments, what you think RP stands
for? Relations (public).
Yeah. Okay.
Relations public.
Yeah.
Rating pending. That's also what our podcast is. Rating pending.
Of course, isn't it?
Really pretty.
Oh, really pretty. There we go.
There you
really
go.
Pretty.
Yeah.
We're at RPGeeks D&D. Find us, follow us, give us your likes.
Come to rpgeeks.tmail.com to get your merch. Because this campaign is ending, and if you want the beautiful t-shirts with our beautiful character art by the wonderful Calamity Cass, now is the time to go get it.
Much the time.
You could watch the finale wearing a t-shirt with our faces on.
Well,
and cross them off
as
we die.
Ask for our stash for Christmas. So you could watch. Chaotic Brain Person said people should ask for our stash for Christmas and put it on their Christmas list.
Right.
So then you wouldn't get it until Christmas, then you'd have to wait and not watch the finale.
You should probably still get it before Christmas now.
Yeah,
I think you, according to their website, you should get it before Christmas. The 19th. But our Royal Mail's a bit off at the moment, so who knows. But if you order it now, it should be doable. Or you could just get our regular logo and things, and then it would fit all future campaigns, which there will be future campaigns. Also,
oh my God, will there be?
Make sure you're tuned in on December the 21st, 2 days after our finale of this campaign, for our Christmas one-shot. Oh, I cannot shout about it enough. Oh, I'm so excited to watch it again.
You're going to love it, chat. You're going to absolutely love it.
Full chaos and full professionalism all round, really. I think.
Yes, definitely that last one.
That's what I was fully professional the entire time.
Simon Clark is an incredibly professional DM.
Simon's DMing it. I don't... Like, this is the first time. If you want
I need to shout about this more.
For the first time, do it. Do it now.
You can be one of the early adapters.
Early adapters. Yes, that's what they call them. And then we'll be back in the new year.
We will. We will tell you more about that next time. We are live every Monday. thank you so much for joining. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you next time for the last one.